Hello, beautiful people. When we hit 77,000 YouTube subscribers, I'm gonna give 77 of you $77. That adds up to just under $6,000 out of my own pocket. All you have to do is hit subscribe and you'll be in with a chance of winning. What you're about to watch is my top 7 best hero calls. It's maybe not the best ones I've ever done, but at least the best ones that I could find caught on camera. It's a mix of online, one from a vlog. There's a really sick one from live gameplay. It's a really good mix. I just want to get a little disclaimer out. When you're going to put 7 in a row, it's going to look very impressive. But let me get this straight. For every hero call that goes right, there's probably a one that goes wrong. So let's not be results oriented. It's very easy as a YouTube watcher to say, oh my god, he got it right. That means he's a genius. Or, oh my god, he got it wrong. That means he's an idiot. That's not how poker works. Don't put me up on a pedestal. Don't put me down below. Don't do the same to yourself, you beautiful human being. This first one, it's a classic. Enjoy. Starting the day on just under $4,800, almost 5x up bankroll, going pretty good. Flat and ace king like a boss, leading small, going to be getting value from a lot of stuff here. And the snap raise here probably means he's a professional, but we're gonna call. Gonna call again. How much this feels just like a bluff, huh? It's a recreational player. Interesting board. Gonna be leading at it. Let me check in. Just gonna call. What on earth is happening? I think he's bluffing. I'm just gonna think it through. He's got queen specifically. It's so hard to have a bluff. He snap calls flop. Does any bluff? Is there any bluffer apart from ace king? My head's gone fuzzy. Shit. Golden boys, golden boys. It's so f***ing hard to have a bluff there, but we sniffed it out.
So we have a 10-9-7-2 spade flop. Charlie does not continue. He checks to Ms. Gilmartin.
I'll check. They're both so cute.
They're pretty cute.
They're adorable.
They both look like hippies to me.
If they had a baby, it would just be like a moonbeam shining on a flower.
Yeah.
The ace of spades is dealt on the turn after both players check the flop. And that's a bet from Len.
Did you choose the pink ones for me?
Yeah.
Charlie Carrel calls the 7,500.
Apologize for that.
He looks unhappy about calling.
And we get the 6 of diamonds on the river.
How much have you got?
Oh boy.
18. That. 18-8. Oh, I lied. Yeah. 18-3.
Oh, you're a liar now.
I was just trying to intimidate you. Sorry.
Sexist and a liar?
Full package.
She really is that happy all the time, by the way, everyone.
She's amazing.
I actually unfollowed
Yeah,
her on Twitter because it was too happy. That's not even a joke.
Hashtag life's good.
Oh. All right.
Let's think
Put them all
about it.
in.
Have some of that.
What's your mother's maiden name?
McCarthy.
So confused what you have. Just like King Queen.
I'm a girl. We always confuse you guys, don't we?
Burn.
That is something that a bluffer might say, I think. Right?
I give her tons of credit if she can look this comfortable and not
Yeah,
have
if this is a bluff, then she's beast. Yeah, I mean, she would have thought a little harder if she had a set of tens, and there's so many, you know, there's so many straights, so many flushes out there.
She said good call.
No way! She's bluffing? Wow, Lynn, I'm so, what a
Mucks
sicko!
it, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Just mucks, calls with a 10. Had us all
Wow!
fooled.
King Jack.
They're the right
She
color.
had King Jack. Wow, had us
like
all
she
What
gets
fooled.
a beast!
Oh, I threw bet. I didn't even realize he's got deuces as his broken. Of course we have to three bet. What the f? Where's our deuce? Alright, we could bet here. Try and get a call from ace queen, ace king. And try and get a fold from like 7, 6s, those kind of hands. I think I'm gonna. And then check rivers. This size ace king could end up folding, but it could end up calling. And we're gonna check and hope he has ace queen. There's a lot of combos of ace queen. Oh man, I want a hero. Doing it. Yes, boys! Yes, boys! Oh, yes, boys! A little hand history here. Opening 2.5x blind versus blind with ace 9. Hoping to get shoved on. Gonna be raised calling there. Obs. Gonna be checking this flop. Ace of diamonds, very nice hand to check call on the flop. Very nice card. And the 9 as well, giving us a backdoor straight and a backdoor flush draw. Plus ace high might be good if we check it down. Gonna be checking again for pretty much the same reason. Ace high might be good. And he probably would have, well, almost definitely would have bet a jack on the flop. So we're only really losing against a 10 if he bets and maybe a 6. But he doesn't have too much 6x when he calls pre-flop. When he bets that size, I'm pretty damn confused at this point. It's the big 44. I don't think he's going to be checking back a jack, and he's kind of only repping a jack at this point, apart from maybe something like 10-3 suited. So we're going to be calling the river king. We can have ace queen. We can have ace king. He ain't going to be betting anything apart from 2 pair plus. When he decides to bet 65k, we give him a confused look, quickly call, and hashtag GTO. He opens under the gun, we're on the button, king 4 of diamonds. So because he really undervalues ace queen suited, and I actually fished from some information before, I said, hey, if I shoved, would you have then called off? And he said, definitely not. He didn't even consider it, which is very good news. Because he undervalued ace queen suited, I was like, well, he probably undervalues most of his hands then, because, you know, if he's opening fucking king queen off, he's not gonna like 4-bet jam, and he might just fold.
So I thought he might just be folding like 80% of his range. And if not, he might just be flatting it. We got time? Yeah, we got a minute. So anyway, we 3-bet. He calls 5-4-3, 2 hearts. We c-bet around a third and go small. Start talking loads. The reason we start talking is I want to act really confident. If he has 10s, I don't want him to shove. He hasn't seen me talk before in a hand. Because we haven't really played any, because he's been card dead. He calls 5-4-3, turn 8, offsuit, check. We're like counting how much we have left, and it's like a pot-sized shove. And as I'm just like counting my chips, he goes, how much? And he sounds like a bit wavy about it. I don't know if this is an angle, I don't know if it's legit. My read was that it was legit, and he was unsure whether he wanted to call or not. So I was like, I don't know what that means, probably like pocket pair or a flush draw, something like that. Check. River 7, so now any 6s are straight. 7s get there, 8s already there, you know, 5s, 4s, 3s, ace deuce, loads of shit gets there. He shoves, and I don't have time to talk you through the speech play.
Talk and walk.
Talk and walk. There were quite a few things that I looked for. One was a live tell that I don't want to say.
You're fake news. You have an agenda.
Secondly, oh my God, we have 4 seconds? Okay. Secondly, I asked him, hey man, do you want to show me if I fold? And he didn't say anything. And I was all like, yeah, how about you show me one? And he was like, yeah. Where am I at? Which is a very good sign for y'all at home to know. Very good tactic for you to know.
Oh, Marek, you would have played it. You would have played it.
What happened the last time you shut down? As past me was so articulately saying, when you ask somebody, will you show if I fold? It's a question that most people know is a trick. It's one of those mini psychological tricks that if you haven't already thought about it beforehand, you're probably going to fall for it, because most people do. And the thought is that if you say, yeah, all right, I'll show you, it seems like an innocent thing to say, like, yeah, whatever, I'll show, who cares? But it's your subconscious saying, yes, I'll do whatever you say as long as you fold. And then if someone says yes, then you call. However, because that's kind of a known thing, or because when you ask such a direct question, people are automatically on the defensive, even if they don't know it, you can kind of push the boundaries a bit, get a bit more specific, a bit more jocular, be like, oh man, I just really need to know, it's just gonna kill me, I won't be able to sleep, I won't be able to pay my bills, I won't be able to work, I won't be able to feed my kids, they'll have to drop out of school, you know my life's gonna fall to shit if you don't just show me one card, please. You know, something really intense that's obviously joking around, lightening up the mood a tiny bit. And if you get that little part of their subconscious speaking at you and saying, yeah, all right, sure, mate, that is usually a very good indicator of weakness. So in this case, I went for that. I finally squeezed out an answer, which was yes. And that mixed with the live tell, and I don't know, there's just something fishy about the fact that he shoved. All of that together led me to believe, despite him having barely any bluffs in his range, especially because the stack to pot ratio is enough that most recreational players are just going to shove the flop anyway with the flush draw. So really, really very few bluffs. I was thinking maybe like ace jack off, something like that. But then why would that ask how much I was going to bet on the turn? It was very confusing. So it was weighing up both sides pretty heavily, but the question answered was enough to put me towards the decision for my tournament life, deep in the 10K main event. And if I'd got this wrong, then I wouldn't have been speaking like I'm a genius. So you can't always be results oriented, guys. But I hope that was at least minorly instructive for people. There's always room for speech play if you're not sure if they have it or not. Because surprisingly, a lot of people are open to talking, even to me, even though I'm like meant to be known as someone that's good at live reads and speech play and stuff like that. So if you're just an unknown, whoa, sorry, I just tripped over my cat. So if you are a relatively unknown person, then you will probably get a lot of people speaking about it. So always prepare questions beforehand. Think, if someone was strong, what would they say to this? If someone was weak, what would they say to this? This is free information, guys, but it genuinely can make people tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, potentially millions if you're playing big enough games of dollars. I'm giving out to y'all for free. So I hope you appreciate that. Much love, guys.